We gonna end with his bitch ass.
On my freaking line.
Bitch ass nigga. Anyway.
Kevin Samuels. You are my hero.
Listen.
I love you. I need to go on your show. Not because I want a man, but just because I want to talk to you just for real.
Me and Liz watched 3 hours of Kevin Samuels yesterday, and all she kept saying was, he sound just like you. Listen, this man.
I love him.
This man talks to men who wants wives and women who wants husbands.
Hey, he asked
if
the
he
niggas.
Does not.
Wait. Let me get there. Let me go there.
If he does not, hey,
you do.
Let's keep it a buck. If you're not in that category, none of the shit he says applies to you.
And then this is the thing. If you, first of all, stop taking shit so personally. He ain't say it to you. He didn't say it to you. I have a problem. I love him because he was brutally honest with the girl. He tried his hardest. He kept asking her. He said, ma'am, are you listening?
Ma'am.
He said, take the digest, breathe.
Ma'am,
and then he asked her a very, 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 very valid question and said, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? You cannot use 7. He said, with all of that off in the morning, what do you look like? And she said, I think I'm a 5, but once I get myself together, I'm a 6. So he said average. She said he said you're average, and she said yeah.
Be humble. Sit down.
Well, I don't agree with that. Now you got to use what you got to get what you want, mama.
What she have?
But this is the thing, because you make 6 figures.
She in LA.
Listen, because you make 6 figures, you don't qualify for a 6-figure nigga unless you know him. You mix and mingle with them all the time. They get a chance to know you for who you are. So you just saying you want a 6-figure nigga because you make 6 figures. That don't qualify you for that. That don't.
They ain't checking for you.
They not checking for you.
With a 13-year-old son.
They not checking for me. I'ma just be honest. I'm 42. I do have an 18-year-old. I own property, but I'm Malvy. I know I'm Malvy. I know that the 6-figure nigga ain't looking for somebody to talk back.
Look at B knowing herself.
I'm just being honest.
Thyself is a strength.
And not only that, I gotta look at myself in the mirror and be honest with myself every day. If I go outside and be like, first of all, I ain't looking for a nigga, period. But when I find one, he gotta be able to deal with me. And I have to know what my strengths and my weaknesses are. I know that I'm not equipped to stop fighting you when you kick a fight off with me. When we start arguing, I'm not the bigger person. I'm gonna be like, hold up, bitch. Who you talk to?
Hey, this is what, disclaimer. Anybody dealing with B,
you gotta deal with this mouth.
You gotta deal with her mouth.
You gotta deal with this mouth.
So
if you a weak nigga, you gonna commit suicide because I'm just gonna be honest.
And you can answer it or not answer it.
Okay.
If a nigga gotta deal with the mouth, is there a pro to that mouth?
Is it a pro?
Yes.
Absolutely. The head is amazing.
Okay.
So the mouth works in both ways. You might not want to hear what I got to say.
That's what friends are for.
And the question went there. But at the end of the day, but yeah, but not only does he give it to women, he give it to men too.
It to dudes.
I saw a video that he asked the man. He was like, okay, do you got a big dick? The man was like, well,
so he said, well,
you gotta think about it.
You ain't got a big dick.
Well, you don't got a big dick. He said, you don't got a big dick. You don't got a big wallet. No, he said, and you a fat dude.
Hey, yo, boy.
He said, so what is the woman getting? They ain't even getting a big dick.
Hey, the nigga started laughing. He couldn't even he could barely get that statement out. But
honestly, this is the thing this is why I really don't want to bash him, because he really gave that lady an opportunity to just be real and listen
with herself.
And she called into his show asking for his opinion, so you know exactly how this nigga get down.
Yeah, you know how he get down.
So it wasn't like he called you to cut you up.
He don't even do that shit, and he took your call anyway.
So he took your call. You weren't really listening. You weren't really digesting what he said. You really didn't believe what he said because you kept saying but. So then he got frustrated and was like, "You gonna die alone."
Hey, listen. Let me tell you something.
I don't got no problem with what he said because he was brutally honest.
The man was
and most people can't deal with honesty.
Cordial as he possibly could have been.
He was. He didn't have to say some of the shit he said.
Up until the end.
Yeah, the end was...
The end, he went left on her.
He did. He
hung
up on her ass, shit. That's what
he went off on her. He was like, I said,
get the fuck off
stupid ass. Get the fuck off my line. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying.
It really wasn't. It wasn't a good life.
What I'm saying
I'm
is
trying to give
that
you some advice. You asked me for this advice,
Right.
But what I'm saying is that he was very, very professional as he possibly could have been while he was talking to her all the way up until about the last 2 minutes. Then when he got to that 2 minutes,
she kept saying like,
drill,
she kept saying like, I feel like, but you didn't hear anything that he said. Just because you're at a certain point in your life and you make a certain amount of money, dudes with money don't give a fuck about your money.
Nah.
Niggas don't give a fuck about nothing
It's
when you got
good.
access to.
It's good.
Nothing.
It's good that you have your own money.
That's
but
cool.
most niggas with
That's
money
very cool.
don't even want you to have your own money because then he can't control you.
A lot of times.
There's a lot of
They
niggas
want
out there
you
Let's
to
be
shut
clear.
up,
But
look
no,
pretty,
let's
and they want arm
keep
candy.
it
And that's where it
real.
starts.
Let's keep it real. It usually until you get in there, because when you dating them, they want you to be quiet and just be there for show. They really don't want you to be there because you know something. Because the attraction for men is
visual.
It's visual.
And that's why I was getting ready to say.
So hold on.
first thing-
So
Go
let me
ahead.
finish. So when they first date you, see you, they like, oh, she's beautiful. She got a nice ass or a nice body. I want to hit that. And then, okay, you got a little smart.
Anything after that is a plus.
And that's great.
Exactly.
But when you get into these situations and he got money, as soon as you start that first argument, he don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to stick out some stuff with a nigga that got a couple dollars.